I welcome you all for class 10 subject science. So we are going to continue with our topic, that is magnetic effects of electric current. This is a device. What you can see is a galvanometer. A galvanometer is an instrument that can detect the presence of a current in a circuit. The pointer remains at 0. This center of the scale for 0 current flowing through it. It can deflect either to the left or to the right of the 0 mark depending on the direction of the current. Means this is a meter where we can see whether the current is present in the circuit or no. This will show us which direction the current is passing in the circuit, or the current is present or absent. From this, what we are going to do next? Till now we learned that from the magnets, that is if we pass the current, we can get the force. Now here electromagnetic induction means from the magnets we can produce electricity. Okay, that was from the electricity we were getting the magnetic field and we were producing the force. Now here with the help of magnet we can produce electricity. That is the topic here, that is electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction means where we are producing the electricity with the force of the magnet. Here you can see the phenomena of generation of current in a coil with the help of magnet is subjected to change in magnetic field. Okay, this was first introduced by Michael Faraday in the year 1831. He was an English physicist. Okay, he introduced, that is from the magnets also we can start means we can induce the current. Here you can see here what this is nothing but a coil. Here what they have wrapped this is a magnet. No, this is a metal. On that copper wire is folded, and then this is the galvanometer where it is to detect whether the electricity is passing or no. This is a magnet here. Okay, this is just the metal and the copper wire is rolled and it is made a circuit, proper circuit. What's happening? This magnet, if I am taking front, okay, the electricity will be generating. As we go back also the electricity. Here in this picture you can see clearly how it is the magnetic wave. This is imaginary magnetic waves which we cannot see. Okay, this yellow lines are the magnetic imaginary lines. As I am taking in front of this coil, it starts, this galvanometer will deflect, showing us that the electricity is produced. Okay. Once it comes front also, it will deflect to the right. Once it goes back, again if it is going back, it goes to the other way. It will not be 0. Okay. If it is 0 means no electric current is there. Are you getting? If it deflects to the right or the left, it will be opposite. Once it is coming front, it will be left direction. Once it is going back, it will be the other direction, opposite direction. These are the imaginary lines. Once we take the magnet front of the coil, it will come and it will go back. Once it is moving front end, once you people will play, right, with the magnet and the iron foils. You can see in the paper how the iron files keeping, like magic you will show your friends. On the paper you will just keep the iron filings from the mud and you will keep the magnet behind the paper. What do you say? You see how this iron filings will be dancing. Yes or no? We played, right? That is a game of a magnet. Yes. Even here in the coil, if you take front and back, the induction, this galvanometer will deflect. Okay, it will go left and right. If it is moving means that is it is making the current. Okay, the current is passing through this induced coil. Okay, induced coil is nothing but here nothing they have done. They have kept a metal, on that they have wrapped the copper wire and it is attached to the galvanometer to check whether the current is passing or no. This meter will show us the current is passing through it. We conclude that a potential difference is induced in the coil 2 whenever the electric current passes the coil 1 in changing, starting or stopping. Coil 1 is called the primary coil and the coil 2 is called the secondary coil. As the current is in the first coil changes, the magnetic field associated within also changes. Here is the next setup, that is two coils are here, coil 1 and coil 2. Okay, there are two coils which they have kept. Current is induced in coil 2 when the current in coil 1 is changed. Okay, so from here it will be changing. Hence, thus the magnetic field lines around the secondary coil also changes. Hence, the change in magnetic field lines associated with the secondary coil is the cause of induced electric current in it. This process by which a changing magnetic field in a conductor induces a current in another conductor is called electromagnetic induction. Means, what I mean to say is, here the electric current is passed, but the deflection here also you can see. Okay, from one coil they have not only this metal. Why this is happening? Because of the magnetic effect. Okay, how the current is passing, here there is no wire, but still it is being passed, and here we can see the change of the current. That is because here the magnetic field will be present, and therefore here also the current will passes. Electromagnetic induction. In practice, we can induce current in a coil either by moving it in a magnetic field or by changing the magnetic field around it. It is convenient in most situations to move the coil in a magnetic field. If we are keeping the magnet near to the magnetic field, then the induction, that is the current, will pass into. The induced current is found to be the highest when the direction of motion of coil is at the right angle to the magnetic field. In this situation, means always if we want the proper induction, means it should be perpendicular. It should be 90-degree angle. Okay, uniform, the magnetic field and the copper wire, it should be 90-degree. Okay. We can use a simple rule to know the direction of induced current. Stretch the thumb, forefinger. We can use a simple rule to know the direction of the induced current. Stretch the thumb, forefinger and middle finger of the right hand so that they are perpendicular to each other. You can see here perpendicular. This is 90-degree here. Again here 90-degree. That is perpendicular to each other. Right? See how it is. Now what it is showing, if I am keeping the magnetic field here, then the induced conductor current will be here. Then what happens? Where will be the movement? Movement of the conductor will be towards the thumb. Okay, motion will be here. This is the magnetic field, this is the induced current, and this is the force. Clear? If the forefinger indicates the direction of the magnetic field and thumb shows the direction of the motion of the conductor, then the middle finger will show the direction of the induced current. This simple rule is called Fleming's right hand rule. What it is known as? Fleming's right hand rule. It should be 90-degree where the magnetic field is there, then the induced current is there, then where the movement will be, motion will be towards the perpendicular, exactly where the force, that is movement of the conductor.